Geminis, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What is happening for you beautiful Geminis this week? Let's see. Oh, that was a lot. We would have been here for hours reading those. Okay, let's see what is happening. The World card. Okay, I like it. Three of Pentacles. Temperance. And the Four of Wands. I don't know why I keep getting subscribed come through, which obviously we're on YouTube and I just told you to like and subscribe, but I keep getting the word subscribed, so I don't know if there's something where either you have a YouTube channel and people are now going subscribe, or if this is about more like with the World card here, you've subscribed to your next phase. I don't know, like it was when I looked at the World card that subscribed came. It's like you subscribed to actually participate in the world or something. Not that you're not participating in the moment, but it's almost at the moment. It's just as if there's something where there's a new beginning, a new journey, which is interesting because the World card is closing out an old journey to begin a new one. The World is also success and completion, and it's just a major cycle in your life has now finished, which is a really good energy, a good place to be in. Oh my goodness. That phase of your life is done. I feel as if some of you aren't really acknowledging or quite seeing that, because today looks the same as yesterday and yesterday looks the same as the day before, and your life seems quite repetitive, that you're not actually realizing that your inner world, who you are, your personal relationships, the way you act, the way you treat people, the way you treat yourself, the thoughts you have, the opinion you have of yourself has completely like new era, new version. The Death card could come out, but with the World it's just like your world, you've completed some type of test, some type of thing where I don't think you are the same person you were yesterday. And it's so interesting because the big energy here when my voice cracked was like you're not really acknowledging just how far you've come, and that's why this World card is coming out to go, well done, you've successfully completed this phase of your life, welcome to the new phase. The Three of Pentacles here, this is creating a name for yourself. So when I said subscribed, some of you genuinely creating a name for yourself where people want to subscribe to you in some way. They want to be a part of your world. They want to be a part of knowing what's going on in your life. There's something about documenting what you're up to, whether that be, some of you are like, ugh, I don't want to do that on YouTube. And it's not that, it's just the analogy of it, of you maybe writing in a journal so that you can one day look back on it all. Or doing video diaries, but not for the purpose of posting online, but for the purpose of showing the world in some way. It could be a documentary in the future, it could be your grandkids, right? But there's something where in this Three of Pentacles, bless me, sorry, in this Three of Pentacles, there's some great work you're doing, there's something great you're about to embark on and do, or you've recently completed. Either way, something about documenting your side of the story also coming through. Oh, okay. Then you have Temperance. Temperance is balance, harmony. Synchronicity is also coming through. Again, with the World card and Temperance, this week is going to be a week of you kind of seeing more and more clarification that your life is now in a new beginning. And it's all very interesting. I feel like the start of this year may have not felt like a new year for you. I don't know if that makes sense, but it could have been like the first time where you went, yep, this is exactly the same, I'm not going to make any resolutions, what's the point? And there's something now with Temperance in the World where you are kind of getting what you missed at the start of the year, and you're getting your new year, but it's bigger than a new year, it's like a new phase of like the last 5 years, if that makes sense, like, or 3 with the Three of Pentacles, but you aren't really realizing until this week where you're seeing something. I don't know what this is about. Also with the Four of Wands here, this all ties in very nicely, because the Four of Wands is my checkpoint card of completing and celebrating, and like, it could be graduating, it could be leaving a job, going on to a different job, getting a promotion, getting married, buying a house. It's just like a leg or a step up where you go, oh, okay, that's, I don't know why, I'm just getting like, that's the best thing you've done in years. There's something happening this week where you just feel very proud of yourself. It's the best thing you've done in years. Best decision you've made, or just where you see the most improvement happen in your life. It's very interesting because it was almost as if I was talking about the Four of Wands the whole time, whilst forgetting it was even sitting right in front of me. Also got a snotty nose and didn't have one. Clarify the World card. Clarify the World card. You have the Seven of Wands. Don't be protective of the life you're leaving. With the Six of Cups on the bottom, that actually is looking at the past sometimes and seeing it in rose-coloured glasses and seeing it as better than it was. You know, when you're a kid growing up and you're like, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait to be able to make my own decisions. I can't wait to be able to do what I want when I want. I can't wait to be an adult. And then you look back at when you're a kid and you're like, oh, the good old days. And you actually aren't remembering everything that was going on back then in detail. You're just remembering all the good bits. You're not remembering the fact that you actually have freedom now to do what you want, go where you want. You can be as you were as a kid and enjoy your life and be playful, but you also are even better now. You have the freedom to roam the world. The World card's here. Some of you are traveling. Seven of Wands though, like sometimes there is something where in order to, the price of your new world, your new life beginning, this new phase, is you have to leave behind the old. And with Seven of Wands, it's almost like you are leaving behind your old life and you're leaving claw marks on it. It's like you're really not wanting to let go of something. I don't know why I'm getting an apartment or built like a specific home or building that you really like and that you have a lot of memories in that home, or you know, but you know you have to let go of it now in order to let the new in. And with the Six of Cups, there might have been a lot of good memories there. But you can't say hello to the new without saying goodbye to the old, you know. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. You have the Emperor. Like I said, it's something interesting here about you realizing your life is almost like a game and you get to control where your character goes, what your character plays, what character you play. And with the Three of Pentacles, you're the boss. You might be an entrepreneur and you're creating something. Otherwise, there's just something where you're bossing up and you're realizing your value and power. And I just feel as if that can't be. Don't underestimate the power of seeing your own power finally. No matter what your job title is, no matter if you feel behind or you feel like you've disappointed yourself in the past, all of that, gone. You're moving into the stage now of seeing your potential and refusing to not act on it and refusing to not act on it, building, creating, inspired action, and you're creating a name for yourself through it. The Emperor, you're the one in charge, in control. That's the Emperor. You're the boss. You're in control. You do what you want. You go where you want. And that's also what I got with that Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck before. Of like, you're seeing past situations as better than they were because you're forgetting that the version you are of yourself now, you weren't that version then. You were like under other people's thumbs or something. You may have recently become your own boss or considering becoming your own boss, and there's fear there or there's something there. And it's like, actually remember, this is a whole new phase because you're not going to have to do what others tell you anymore. Clarify the Temperance card. You have the Chariot. I said with that world, some of you are traveling, moving, Chariot. With Temperance here, I like this because there's balance. You're finding a home overseas. It's almost like, you know when people travel and they say, I'm going to go traveling for a couple months, and then they come back 5 years later. This isn't that. This is like, with the Temperance card and the Chariot, you're going to travel, but also find a home or multiple homes away from home. So you aren't like living a traveler's life. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe you've already had like your traveling days, right? Where you're backpacking or, you know, living out of a suitcase. It's almost like you don't really want that. And with the Chariot and the Temperance, there's this balance of you traveling, being able to multitask also and balance out work and fun, work and play, And also, even though you're traveling, like I said, you're going to have homes overseas or places that feel like home, where you can, there's like a base, there's like home base, but multiple, where you don't have to live out of suitcases. You feel like you're at home. You don't feel like you're visiting. You don't feel like a guest. There's this harmony of you knowing that you belong in more than one place. Clarify the Four of Wands. All my cards got, I'm very confused. Okay, clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini. I keep getting sell it, sell it, sell it. So I don't know, are you selling something? Sell it? Sell it. Is there something you're considering selling but you have an attachment to because of someone or something that happened in the past? Because there's guidance here to sell it, and with the Hangman to look at it from a different perspective. Something's going to get upcycled and used, whereas you're not really using it, and you're actually going to feel a release and feel better in knowing it's in someone else's hands. Four of Wands with the Hangman. Really look at something from a different perspective. Some of you have finished something and you feel like, with the World card being success and me saying you're not really acknowledging it, I feel like you're not acknowledging the success you have or are about to find yourself in, almost because I feel like it doesn't feel as good as you thought it would or something to finish out a cycle. Now, let's say this is a relationship you've recently left, with the Four of Wands being like, there's like a checkpoint in your life, and you're going to look back on this one day and be like, is that before or after I dumped Stefan? Right? Like, there's something where you're going to go, is that before? Is that while I was with? There's someone that you're using as a marker in the future because your life is shifting so dramatically after you make this decision. Anyways, because it doesn't feel good right now, you're for some reason not celebrating the amount of like strength it took to make that decision. But it's taken a lot of strength for you to make a decision and then stand on that decision. This is also engagement, some of you, and it's taken a lot of strength maybe for you to get engaged, for you to get married. It's moving up, moving to the next level. And I know that sounds weird for me to say some of you have left a relationship, but that is you moving up to the next level because it's you realizing that you deserve more. There is something where you've recently, a small percentage of you watching have recently left a relationship, and it's you going, I want more for myself than what I was receiving. And everything's about balance, and you weren't receiving balance. You weren't receiving the energy you were giving. It wasn't balanced. It was one-sided, and so you're realizing you are worthy of more, and now it's like a whole new version of you. When you prioritize you, your world and the people around you start prioritizing you as well. And I just feel like there's this huge change of perspective of seeing your value. And you might find also, I feel like somebody else is going to see your value because you do now. And it's going to be another thing with the World card of you wrapping up a cycle of going, all right, okay, do you know what? Yeah, okay, I'll give you another shot. And you're like, nope. A lot of you, you're closing out a cycle of like a repeated thing of someone only seeing your value when you prioritize you. You're like, nope, nope, not anymore. And those of you, I feel like you've had this in the past and you're now in a very healthy relationship, a lot of you, and you're Four of Wands engaged, Four of Wands getting married, Four of Wands buying a house. Like, there's something where, not in that particular order, but there's that next step being taken in a commitment or something, all to do with that one decision you made one time to look at yourself and see your value even though someone else couldn't. And like I said, when you know your value, the way you see yourself, other people are going to see you the way you see yourself. And you're going to find that certain people, maybe multiple people, are going to try and come back in your life. And it's your decision whether you let them. There's a need for like you to, I feel like saying to you, let people in, let people back in, but just don't give them the full subscription. Don't give them the full package. They just get like a free trial, right? Don't be like, oh, yeah, you can come back in my life. Let's be best mates. It's going to be like, yeah, you can come in on a parole basis, depending on if you are going to show me changed actions or if you're going to be the exact same person you used to be. I like this. There's some boundary you're placing, and it's really cool because you're not being closed off. You're being open-minded. whilst also like giving someone a chance and then going nope. And when I say letting someone back in, I don't feel like it's romantic. It would be a friend more, or someone you were maybe in a relationship with that now wants to come back in for some reason, or you know, like it's not going to be romantic again if it was romantic. But because you found some, you've moved on, a lot of you, and those of you that have recently left someone, you're moving on to prioritize you, and you're going to meet someone that prioritizes you from the start, from the beginning. They are solid, they are who they say they are. They are not too good to be true. I love it. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.